What's up, VC? Stavros, back with the second video. Hope everybody's having a good spring. Hopefully spring has gotten to you and you're not getting snow. Happy post-record store day. I don't know how many of you made it out. Just want to do a video, show you guys a couple of things I got from RSD, show you some recent spins. As far as record store day is concerned, you know, I've only been collecting for about 5 or 6 years, and I'm sure at some point I'll tell the story how I got into it, but record store day had started already when I started collecting, and when I found out about it, I thought I'd give it a go, and the releases were great. You know, they were releasing stuff that had never been on vinyl before, or reissuing stuff that you could never find in the wild or was too expensive. Then obviously labels did what they do and they ruined it. Well, they didn't ruin it. It's still a fun day. They mutated it. And now we're getting a bunch of Aerosmith reissues that you can find for $3. Or what they released this year. Oh yeah, I'm sure all of you guys wanted that soundtrack to The Blacklist. You know, because that's what we need, is soundtracks from network shows. Excuse me. So usually my whole thing with RSD was I take a look at the list. Obviously some stuff struck me. There was a bunch of stuff I didn't know. I would sample stuff, and then the list just grew and grew, and then I would go to the store, I would wait in line, and I would end up buying double, triple what I wanted to buy. So now as my kids have gotten older and they have soccer and lacrosse and hockey and this other stuff, this year, I took a look at the list. I found a handful of stuff that I really wanted, didn't sample anything, and thought I'd go in the afternoon once the crowds had died down. So, you know, I just realized that my favorite records in my collection aren't the records I got from Record Store Day, but by far the most money I've spent on records in my collection have been on stuff from Record Store Day. So I thought I'd take it easy this year, went in the afternoon. I've been to a lot of the stores around Philadelphia. A lot of them mark them up. I know they're supposed to sign some agreement that they're not going to mark them up more than 20% above suggested retail price or whatever. And I know that's wrong, because I went to a record store that shall not be named, and I got the Get Behind Me Satan, and it was $72 or something, and I thought that was crazy. I got it anyway because I'm a White Stripes freak. And then I saw Instagram pictures of everyone showing the records, and this guy's holding up Get Behind Me Satan, and I zoom in on the price tag, and it's $38.99. So, needless to say, I've never gone back to that store. So my store of choice in Philadelphia area is Shady Dog Records. Love that place. Dave is awesome. Fran is awesome. George Wildheart has a VC channel. He's there. I encourage you to check out George Wildheart. He does some good stuff. So I went, poked around, and I wanted to find the White Stripes Complete Peel Sessions, Alan Toussaint Live in Philadelphia, Clint Mansell and the Kronos Quartet Requiem for a Dream soundtrack, and the Mew reissue. I found none of those. Not surprising. They did have the Grateful Dead, and I'm an ex-Grateful Dead completist, but $80 is too much. Although the set list is awesome, they don't take up 1 or 2 sides with complete jamming, no cryptical envelopments, or the other ones are Dark Star or Space or whatever. So I'll probably get rid of something, wait for the price to come down. And, you know, RSD's good. You know, I used to really bang on the flippers, I guess, when I'm waiting in line and I see people checking out and there's a line to check out and you're in there and you're already listing your records on eBay while you're waiting to check out. It drove me insane. And then I was the idiot that ended up buying the record in an uptick later because I really wanted it. Well, you know, it's their right to do whatever they want, and I'm much more comfortable now saying it's my right to not buy it. And if everyone just didn't pay, you know, $70 for a Requiem for a Dream soundtrack that was, you know, there's 30 copies for sale on eBay and Discogs from anywhere from $56 to $120 for something that should cost $30. They'll reissue it. You'll find it cheaper. Just don't buy it, and they'll lower the prices. So, fine. Patience is not my virtue at all, but I'm learning. So, sorry, ramble, rant, whatever you want to call it. So this is what I got over at Shady Dog, who, by the way, are the only ones that don't increase their prices to high hell around the Philadelphia area, at least to my knowledge. Only got 3 RSD releases, and then they had sales for all their used stuff, so that was more fun. So as far as RSD releases go, I got this little man. I like these splits. 2 bands do the same song, one on each side. This is Albert King and Paul Butterfield Blues Band covering or doing Born Under a Bad Sign, 1967 on green vinyl, nice die-cut sleeve. And then the other side-by-side I got was Willie Nelson and Uncle Tupelo doing Truck Driving Man. Nelson's from 74, Tupelo's from 1994. This is on your run-of-the-mill black vinyl. Haven't spun those yet. I also, when I go to Record Store Day, I make it a point to do one blind buy. All right? I don't know why we call them blind buys, because we buy them based on how they look. So there's an oxymoron for you. But this is my blind buy. This is Sadie, or Satie, and I knew nothing about it, but I thought the cover was pretty cool. Here's the gatefold. So Eric Satie, apparently, I mean, I read a little bit about it. It's not like I bought it. Eric Satie was a French composer and pianist. Helmet, not penis. Pianist. Renowned from the early 1900s. Most of his success came 1918 to 1925 from what I read while I was spinning this thing. And this is an Italian-born pianist named Aldo Ciccolini, who does Satie's compositions on piano. He did them in the 1950s, and this is the first time they're reissuing it on vinyl. And all it is Aldo Ciccolini doing Eric Satie's compositions on piano. One man, and on the Steinway piano, that's it. If you want to relax with a stiff drink and hope you don't ponder suicide, this is for you. It's really good. I mean, I love piano, and this is, it's really good. I don't have anything like this in my collection. I'm going to dig more into this, but I'm glad with this blind buy. There's been very unsuccessful blind buys as well. Alright, so that's it for the RSD releases. Couldn't find the White Stripes. That's going for sale for $90 and above. Couldn't find the OST soundtrack for Requiem for a Dream. Couldn't find Alan Toussaint, but I'll probably get that online because that's still available in some places. So here's what I got from the used bins, and they were doing a 15% off, and then Dave was nice enough, considering how much I bought, to give me some extra stuff off. I did not have enough of this guy in the collection, and he's a must for me. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Live Alive with Double Trouble. Nice gatefold. Always love the pictures of the bands. This is from 1986 on CBS Epic Stereo. This is on Epic CBS. What am I saying? So, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Double Trouble. Got some guitar going up in here. Found this for really cheap. Vanilla Fudge. I think Chris over Dixieland Farm showed this, and it intrigued me. These guys, late 60s, would mostly do covers and turn, the pop songs of the day into psych. And this is on the Atco label. I believe it was 68, 67. On the Atco label, Atlantic subsidiary. Really good stuff. If you want to hear, for example, You Keep Me Hanging On and Ticket to Ride, psych rock style, check this out. Oh yeah. Need to get some jazz. Dexter Gordon, Homecoming. Can't get enough Dexter Gordon, man. Look at that picture. That is awesome. Gatefold. I don't know how these dudes blow the way they do with all the smoking they did, but this is on Columbia, 1977. Can't wait to spin that. And then, I frequent the Vinyl Factory online, and through them I learned about Giles Peterson, the British DJ. And he does a series where he goes from country to country and digs up some rarities and some good stuff, slaps them on vinyl. I have Giles Peterson America, Volume 1 or 2, or I don't know how many volumes there are. This one is Giles Peterson in Africa. Okay, fold. This is from... When's it from? This is on Ether Records. Can't find a date. 2004 looks like. But I'm excited to see what Giles picked from Africa. Hopefully we'll get some good Afro funk going in here. And then another Giles Peterson Worldwide 3. This is on Talkin' Loud Records. So, he didn't go to a specific country. This is from all over. It's got Henry Mancini. It's got James Brown, Spanish Harlem Orchestra, The Roots. So, check that out. There's some radio sessions in here. So, that's it for Record Store Day. Thank you, George and Dave and Fran over at Shady Dog for making it a fun time. Give me some good tunes. And here is what I've been recently spinning, other than Bowie at the Beeb still, which you can still see up there. Osibisa Heads. This is a British group made up of some African and some Caribbean immigrants that moved to London in the late 60s. Some jazz funk, some disco, which I can do without, but whatever. Great horn section. Huge band. Love the sound. Always makes me smile, especially when it's sunny out. I don't remember buying this, but I'm glad I did. Soul Pioneers. The Milt Jackson Quartet featuring Horace Silver. Horace Silver is the man. I know Helmet digs him. And Milt Jackson on vibraphone on this is phenomenal. Now, vibraphone is not my favorite instrument by any means, but he's incredible. And the solos keep switching back and forth between Milt and Horace Silver, and when the vibraphone comes off and Horace jumps on the piano, damn, it's good. This is on Prestige. From 1962, this is a reissue. The original from 1955 had a different cover. It was just a picture of a vibraphone, I think. And it didn't mention Horace Silver. It just said Milt Jackson Quartet, I believe, or Modern Jazz Quartet. So this is the reissue from 62. And then I've been spinning this a lot. Spiritualized. I know I said 90s bands, I can take them or leave them. This is a double LP from 1997. This is a 90s band, and they do not sound like other 90s bands. They have a rotating cast of characters. They have a horn section. They've got harp. They got harmonica. It's psych. It's rock. It's ambient. It's everything you want in a record. Double LP. Sounds pretty good. I believe this is a reissue. Yeah, the original is 97. This is a 2010 reissue, but what are you going to do? I can't track down the original. I can't afford it. And plus, I don't know why. There's nothing special, but that's one of my favorite covers of all time. It makes it look like a library record, I guess. I don't know, but good, juicy stuff. So that's it. Hope you guys are doing well. Leave some comments. Let me know what you got on Record Store Day. Let me know what you think of Record Store Day. Am I way off base saying that the labels have kind of mutated it? But peace from the den. Check you guys later.